You still have time to get today's Delmarva Life Daily Deal. Today's deal, 50% off a micropeel from Sussex Medical Aesthetics in Georgetown. If you'd like to get the deal, go to delmarvalife.com. You'll find the Daily Deal on the right side of our homepage. Well, it is showtime, and students, faculty, volunteers, they're all at James M. Bennett High School. They've taken center stage with this year's Rock and Roll Revival performance.
That's right. The show, which is in its 14th year, had its first wave of performances this weekend, but there's more to come. Delmarva Life's Brian Spiros is at the Bennett Auditorium. And Brian, if anyone missed the show, they still have several more chances to see it.
They do, Lisa and Jimmy. 4 shows were performed this past weekend on the stage you see behind me. 4 more will be performed this coming Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the show is quite an experience, not only for the people in the auditorium, but for the performers on stage. Take a look.
If you're in the mood to see local talent take center stage, you're in luck. Rock and Roll Revival is underway at Bennett Auditorium in Salisbury. The show, now in its 14th year, showcases music from decades past. Basically, the songs have to be at least 20 years old. And all of it is performed by the students and teachers at Bennett High School. Some sing, others dance, and then there are those who express their talent through instrument.
We tell people all the time that this is not a high school musical, and people say, okay, yeah, we understand, but then when they walk out of here, their jaws are typically on the floor and can't believe that it's all high school kids.
It's definitely one of my favorite things that I've ever done. It's a really good way to get all the kids together to hang out and still be able to play music and have a really, really good time.
Students began rehearsing back in January after the holiday break. Our cameras were there to see them in action. Getting the show up and running is hard work.
It takes a lot of time, but in the end it all comes together and it's an amazing show.
Making Rock and Roll Revival a reality is a group effort, and then some. More than 150 people come together to make it happen. And for many of the students, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
For them to have this experience, it's professional lights, it's professional sound. Some of them will never be able to do this again.
I love doing it. Singing is what I want to do when I get older, and it's just a great experience. I think more people should do it.
Many of the students we met during rehearsals have been doing the show for several years. And for some, this will be their last time on stage with a group of people they describe as family.
It's been one of the best things I've done in high school. It's all of my friends are in it. I love doing it. It's great.
I'm really excited, but it's also sort of sad. Like I've been with some people who've been in the show with me for all 4 years. And after the show, then there's prom and graduation, and then it's sort of the end, and so it's a little sad.
And the show would not be possible without the help of those behind the scenes.
The majority of the adults that help are volunteering their time, and it's everything from who's bringing water to rehearsals to selling advertisement and getting the show together.
And it's also the community support that makes the show a success.
You don't expect it from high schoolers, and it's a professional production, and you just come down and see it.
New York is a long way away, even Washington, Kennedy Center is a long way away. So to get first-class entertainment in your hometown is pretty amazing.
And I'm here now with Larry Werson, the show's music director. And Larry, explain to me exactly what you have to do in order to get this show ready, because it's pretty impressive.
Well, thank you. We start with about a year out with about 400 songs. We have an audition in early October, and we whittle it down to about 50, 56 songs depending, based on the talent that we see at the auditions.
So for this show, people can expect 56 songs. They'll hear 56 songs.
Yeah.
As we had just said earlier, you guys had your first round of performances this past weekend. How did they go?
They went really well. We were sold out 3 of the 4 days, and pretty much the same this weekend.
And for you, a lot of hard work goes into this. The kids start rehearsing right after Christmas break in January.
Right.
What is it like to watch the show come together?
It's really fulfilling to see the kids come together as an ensemble, learn to work together and understand what it is to be a team.
Because I could imagine it's probably a little bit of rough footing to start with, but then come showtime, everyone is fine-tuned and polished and ready to go.
Yeah, they get their confidence, working together and trusting each other to pull it off. It's really, really rewarding.
For you, what's the favorite part of watching the show come together?
Every year, there's 1 or 2 kids that really find their voice. The show that's why I do it year after year. You see somebody finally get that gleam, that they can do something like this in front of 800-900 people and not fall flat on their face. It's really rewarding to see that.
And just so people know, obviously, there are ticket sales to come see the show. Briefly, where does the money go to?
It goes through the PTA to different functions at Bennett High School.
So a lot of good stuff, and it's for a good cause.
Oh, yeah.
All right, yeah. Larry, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, just to give people information, the second round of shows will be held this week, the 16th through the 19th. The shows on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday start at 7 o'clock in the evening, on Sunday at 2 o'clock. Now, the tickets are $15 or $18 depending on what day you go. You can purchase them here at the box office at Bennett Auditorium, and we must say that the shows are selling out fast, so if you want tickets, you better get on that. Now, for more information on any of the stuff you just missed, we'll have it on our website. Just go to delmarvalife.com, and as always, click on the show tab. Jimmy and Lisa, with that said, we'll send it back into you guys.
Wow. I gotta go see the show.
I know, I do too. I have yet to see the show, and every time I decide to get tickets at the last minute, I can't.
There's nothing there.
So I have to do that today.
If you're gonna go, get your tickets today.
All right. Up next on Delmarva Life, break out that little black dress and get ready to strut your stuff.
It is almost time for the 4th annual Fashion Emergency Show and Luncheon. It's all for a good cause. The Red Cross joins us next to talk about it.
Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva.